Am I on here? Good morning. How is everybody on this beautiful winter day? Because it seems to be very, very wintry. How's everybody today? I am Nicola with Free My Cure and freemycure.org. I am here for education purposes. So let's go ahead and get this shared out. I know the fun part of the day, sharing this to everybody. But I am trying. Oh, I don't want that. Okie dokies. Shared. So much fun. So much fun. So today we are going to be doing a rather unique, or we're going to start a rather unique series of reviews. These are all mostly, not all, mostly going to be dual strain reviews. So in this particular review, this is going to be a Super Silver Haze with a Sai Baba Kush that are mixed together in this beautiful little distillate here. So let's get this shared out for all to see, and then we will get back in with it. Guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We need all the subscribers we can get. We are getting there, but as you guys know, in order to monetize your channels, you must have 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 hours of view time, plus I want to say it's 10,000 views or something like that. I am pretty much on all of those points except on my followers. So please hit that subscribe button. This really does help with everything that I'm doing with all of this education series, so that everybody can kind of get an idea of what we're doing here. Let's see, live chat. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple sporadic little reviews today. One is going to be on this little distillate that I'm going to load up into my little palm. I love this palm thing. So I have the little palm here device. It does charge with your regular Android charger. You just take this distillate, don't throw it on the floor like I just did. If you just let it plop in there, you don't even have to screw it in. It just magnetizes and closes. The nice thing with these is there's no button to push. It's pretty discriminate. I can hold it in my hand, and most people can't even tell what it is that I'm doing. But for purposes of the video today, it's just this tiny little palm battery that you're going to put your little distillate container in. So you guys can see the distillate here. This is rather dark for Arizona Organix. We are going to be doing several, I think I have 11 or 12 different strains that are combinations that we're going to be reviewing over the next few days. I also brought this beautiful little CBD plant here. This is called AC/DC. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about CBD today and what CBD is, what it looks like, and all of this wonderful stuff, because a lot of you guys really haven't seen the actual flower itself. Now this one I'm going to tell you a little bit of experiences that I've had with this particular distillate. It's kind of funny because when you're sucking through it, you take your tongue, the very tip of it, and you just kind of wave it in front of the air that's coming through the palm. Excuse me. The very tip of your tongue will kind of go numb. So it's kind of funny. It has a real, like, I don't want to say minty, but fresh, cold feeling, and then it kind of makes your tongue go numb. So it's kind of cool. So the fun thing about distillates is you can pretty much do them anywhere. Nobody's really gonna know what you're doing unless they actually use cannabis themselves in this type of little container. As you guys saw, I walked around Arizona Bike Week and Westworld with my little palm just like this. Nobody could really tell what it was that I was doing, but I was able to discreetly and appropriately medicate in public without really having a huge issue, or without people really feeling uncomfortable that I was smoking pot around them. So, kind of fun. So we're going to talk about this for a second. But just as kind of this is the beginning of October. October is, I do like to hit certain months. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I like to do little things during certain times of the month, like October, for breast cancer awareness. So you will notice that my hair has pink highlights that are coming through on both sides. This is for breast cancer awareness. It's just a little pink peekaboos that I wanted to pop out just to kind of support something that has always been very near and dear to my heart. I have personally never had breast cancer. I had cervical, uterine, endometrium, and bladder. So I kind of pick my cancers now, and I get to support. So breast cancer is for October. Guys, please make sure to get out there and send those prayers out. Send those good wishes out. Remind people that they need to, keep that awareness up. Get your dispensaries. If you guys know of a breast cancer patient, send if you're in Arizona, send me the name, and I will see if I can get it to where an Arizona dispensary can sponsor you for a month of breast cancer awareness. This is one of the best ways that I have found to keep that awareness going, to keep that education alive, and to keep people, really coming in, is by involving the public in what we're doing. Though I've never had breast cancer, it is a very serious cancers. And the reason why I always pick breast cancer awareness is because when you've had endometrium, uterine cancer, and these types of things, and you've had to have a hysterectomy, one of the things that you don't feel like anymore is kind of a woman. And breast cancer victims also have that same disparity in them. They don't feel, because it's part of their womanhood that gets taken away from them. So I will always support breast cancer awareness. Please, guys, get out there and do the runs, help support these people. Send me those names. Let's see if we can get a dispensary to sponsor a breast cancer patient for this month. Also, one of the things I would also like to do for the next couple of months is start working with a couple CBD companies. I want to get some CBD awareness out. That's why I brought this beautiful little lady out today to enjoy. As you guys can see, she is a very full. She's a seed starter. So I don't have a mother. I did not have a mother to do a tripping off of. So this is called ACDC. This is a pure CBD strain. There is a very, very minute amount of THC in this particular strain. And I want to say it's a 0.05 or something. It's very minute. It's not anything that's going to get you disoriented. It's not going to get you high, but it will help you if you have taken a huge dab, or let's say you just ate a whole brownie that you didn't realize was fully infused. You can smoke a bowl of this and you can get that high to calm you down. And that's huge. Because I have talked to people that have gotten a paranoia out of THC, or high dosages of THC, especially when they're consumed orally. So like in your edibles, or if you decarboxylate your weed the same way I do and just eat that straight. You can get a little too much THC at times, and it does make things a little bit more difficult. So I want to bring awareness to this beautiful plant. She looks like any cannabis plant would look for the most part, only she's a CBD plant. CBD is legal in all of the United States. So it is a regular plant. It's just like hemp. There's really no euphoria or high effects that are going to come out of this. So today we are smoking on this Super Silver Haze and Sayababa Kush that we got from Arizona Organix. So instead of pulling my little pads and stuff out with these, I've had to actually sit down and do the research first because I've got to combine both strains in order to make it work. So when you're looking at two different strains, the first thing you're going to do is separate the two strains out. So we have the Super Silver Haze and then the Sayababa Kush. So I'm going to do a page on both of these. As you see, both of them are open. So your Super Silver Haze is a 80-20 sativa blend. We got this one at Organics Refinery or Arizona Organics here in Glendale, downtown Glendale, Arizona. Cute little shop. There is parking out back if you have an issue getting parking in the front. And I do say that because we drive a big truck and it's hard to get parking sometimes. So yeah, it's fun. So with Super Silver Haze, I have reviewed this before. It is a great sativa for doing stuff in the morning. It's great to give you a burst of energy as you're moving around. This usually sits in about the 21 to 25% THC range with no CBD in it whatsoever. So this one is also put into a thick, dark brown distillate, which is in these little containers. So with Super Silver Haze, it took first place Cannabis Cup for the High Times Cannabis Cup Award for 97, 98, and 99. The buds are quite fat with medium frosty greens with unique brownish orange leaves. I really want to bring attention to those leaves. When you are growing a strand of cannabis that has these intricate colors that are interweaved throughout not only the leaf but the bud itself, pulling more spectrum of light in, your blues, your reds, your yellows, as well as your regular lighting is very, very good. That color is going to bring out the richness in all of these leaves. And just to kind of give you guys an idea, this particular CBD plant, I started as a seed, I think I have a date on it, because I date everything, my son's birthday, September 17th. So that is how she has grown up until now. So she's less than a month old. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She is at seven fingers right now. So she's got a good base to her. She's completely organically fed. Any of my personal grows is all organic. And the reasoning for that is because in every industry that you find, like, let's say tobacco, that is a close relatable industry. We're smoking it. We're doing kind of the similar things with that. You actually have people in other countries, in Cuba, that will actually chew on the leaves of the cocoa plants and things like that, and it's actually pretty good for you. But when you bring out these different colors, you're going to start seeing the growth start to pull in. So minimum is 5 fingers. Minimum. And you won't always have 5 fingers to begin with, especially if you're doing a trimming from a mother. You may only have 2 or 3 for a short period of time. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? Yes. Isn't she pretty? I thought, I need to get her out here and let everybody see her. So she's called ACDC. She is a CBD strain. So I'm gonna kind of bring her out throughout the videos until I can't bring her out any longer, until she's too big for me to carry. So you can kind of see how she does and how she's going to change with these different colors. So the effects of Super Silver Haze here are happy, relaxed, energetic, euphoric, and uplifted, medicinally, stress, depression, pain, fatigue, and lack of appetite. The negatives on these, like most of everything else, dry eyes, dry mouth, dizzy, paranoia, and anxious. So now we're going to move into the other side of this, the Sayababa Kush, which is a lot different. She is a pure indica, which we've talked about before. It's hard to find pure indicas and pure sativas, and one of those reasons why is because they're harder to grow and they taste like crap. If you want to smoke a regular straight sativa or straight indica, they don't have the best flavors. That's why the hybrids that they'll breed into them have the berries or the citrus or those types of things to kind of give that straight a better hit. So with the Sayababa being 100% indica and the Super Silver Haze being 80% sativa, you're going to get a very body headstrong high out of this. Now, when you are looking at, and this is the other thing with this too, when you're looking at these little distillate cartridges, you also have to look at the milligrams that are put in here. So you can get a 250 milligram, you can get a 500 milligram, and 1,000. I don't think I've seen 750 recently, but I don't remember. So this is a 250 milligram that is a little bit lower on the milligrams. Again, we're looking at, on the Sayababa, a 27% THC indica rating. So that is significant. And again, tastes like shit. It really does. With the Super Silver Haze, I'm going to see that fruity, citrusy sweets in there. And then with this, it'll have a little sweet, but mostly it's going to be an earthy, spicy hit. So let's say you just do a dab of this instead of on a distillate. This one you'll want to do a smaller dab. You're not going to want to do it really, really hot and hurtful because it will hurt. And it'll hurt for a while. It'll burn your throat. It will cause a cough that'll last a little bit longer. It's one of those things with higher end purer sativas and indicas that you're going to get. With this one, let's see. This strain can be traced back to the Hindu Kush mountains, however, completely unknown history. It is 100% indica. If you pull the smoke through, waving your tongue in front of it, it will give your tongue a numbing feeling or a cold feeling or that tingling type of a feeling. It doesn't hurt. It's not uncomfortable. It kind of is like a fresh type of a feeling, I guess. Now with this, you can really, really taste that dirt, skunky flavor of the indica. But that berry sweetness of your super silver haze kind of comes through, overpowering it until you get kind of a aftertaste of, I want to say diesel, but it's not too bad. The effects on this one are going to be relaxed, sleepy, happy, and euphoric. And hungry. It's going to help with stress, insomnia, pain, depression, and lack of appetite. Again, dry eyes, dry mouth, paranoia, anxiety. If you are highly prone to anxiety, I have noticed with the 250 milligram distillates, you do better than with the higher. So like 500 or 1,000, you'll get more anxious. With the 250, you can kind of smoke on it as you're going through. And you'll find that anxiety kind of relaxes off a little. Again, with the distillates, I find that any of the distillates I do really well if I do a dab in the morning, maybe mid-morning, and then I can use the distillates in between, maybe then another dab again at lunchtime, distillates in between, and then again in the evening, dinner time, bedtime type of a time. I will smoke every time I eat. Because I do have an eating disorder, I have to make sure that I can get out of my head when I put food in front of my face. And that is a huge thing, is being able to get out of your head. And it's not always, oh my God, I'm fat, or oh my God, I don't, whatever it is. A lot of times with me, it's, oh my God, I just don't feel good. I know if I eat, I'm going to go downhill. I'm going to start getting nauseous. I'm going to start not feeling well. I'm going to start wanting to go to sleep. I'm going to just kind of fade out, and I'm not going to be real comfortable. So I will smoke anytime I'm eating, just to kind of get out of my head. That is a very serious thing for me. If you have an eating disorder as well, I would give it a shot if this is something that you're trying to get over. It will help get out of your head. It'll help kind of relax you. It'll help build that appetite to where you feel like you want to eat. It'll also help get that nauseous feeling. And then if you have chronic nausea and vomiting the way that I do, you will find in the long run that keeping the distillates around throughout the day and smoking a little bit here and there throughout the day really, really helps. So, but I can't just do distillates. If I try to do just distillates, I don't get the relief from it. I have to do a heavier hit throughout. So I'll do a dab, or I'll smoke a bowl, or I'll do something like that. I usually always have my bong out here with me. Right now I'm trying to mess it up because when hubby gets home tonight, I'm going to show you guys how to clean it out really quick, really simple, and really cheap. I know, I've been saying I'm going to do this video for like a week and a half now, and it's been crazy. I need that other. So, and then today I have several writing activities I need to get done. I've got several reviews I've still got to write up. I still have another article I've got to submit. I still have some marketing. I mean, there's still quite a bit I still have to do. So a lot of times I'll sit in my office or in the smoke room, and I'll just go to town with the writing and just sit and relax. I want to bring a short series to you guys' attention. I want to do a short grow series for you guys to kind of show you how to organically grow some of your cannabis or CBD, whichever ones you have, if you're able to do them. It's not as difficult as most people think, but there is some work. There is, you got to pay attention. A lot of it is, you just have to pay attention. You don't want to overfeed your plants. You don't want to over manipulate them. You want to make sure they stay clean. I make sure that my leaves are constantly clean. I'll go through with a soft damp cloth and with a spray bottle water mixture of hydrogen peroxide water, and if I see any type of mold or mildew on these plants, it's time to start scrubbing them down because they do need to be clean. This is a medicine. This is something that is going to go into our bodies to try to help us, to try to, help us deal with this depression, the anxiety, with the pain, with addiction. Addiction is a big one nowadays. I can't say that I haven't known anybody that has never had an addiction problem, because I think we all have. We've all had some type of a substance throughout our lives, whether we were younger, middle-aged, or older, that we enjoy to partake in. And cannabis is no different. The reason why I have taken and started charting as many things as I do with cannabis is because I want to show a real effort to proving the medicinal cannabis. And that is a serious thing for me. If I run across a strain that doesn't help, I'm not going to buy it again. If it doesn't help me with what I'm doing, I'm not going to buy it again. However, if you guys are like, oh my God, we've heard of this strain, we want to see it, and I'll come in and I'll bring it in to do that. However, there are some strains that will cause headaches and migraines, so you do need to be careful with that. Sorry, guys. I don't know why these idiots seem to think that because we live out here, they can just drive wherever the hell they want to. This is still private property. We still own this land. it's not a road to cut through here. So don't. Stay off our properties. It's irritating. But yeah, I'm gonna do a short series with this, kind of showing you how your fingers should be, how each plant should lay, how each plant should sit. Oh, the ones that cause migraines? Oh, if you look through any description when you're doing when you're doing any of the research on the description, if you are prone to migraines and you see in the negatives on any of these that they may cause a headache, be careful. They may cause a migraine to trigger. I don't know if I have any in here. I know I have some. I have like 2 in my other book, but I don't remember what they are now. So give me a second. Let's see if I have one. Bubblegum. Bubblegum shatter can cause, and it caused a migraine with me. So what I do is, and one of the really cool things to do with this is, let's say, and I will be doing another review on it later because I want to show you guys how this works. I had to go buy another e-pen this weekend because mine stopped working. It happens. Well, they have a dual one that you can put shatter in one side and shatter in another, clip them together, and then you can smoke them together, which would basically give you the same effect as what I have going on with this today. So let's say that you would take Super Silver Haze in one side, and you would take the Saya Baba Kush in the other, and you could blend the wax the same way they did with the distillate, if you like that. With bubblegum, what I did was I had, what was it? White Widow. White Widow and bubblegum. The bubblegum was causing headaches and it was triggering headaches. So I took the White Widow and I would take half of the little dab with White Widow, half of it with the bubblegum, and I was able to control that migraine trigger. So that's kind of why I do some of these researches and why it takes me so long sometimes to do the full write-up, is because I'm going to go through and I'm going to find out everything I need to know on this particular strain, all of it. Then I'm going to research the dispensary. I want to know if they're testing. If they are testing, what are they testing for? What do they have the test results of? I want to see that because that's going to give me a really good idea of how they're growing their cannabis. So that's another step. I mean, there's a lot of steps to doing this because I find migraines bad and I've noticed some do cause them. They do. Bubblegum is one of those that has caused it. I will start putting a notation on the website. If it is going, if I see that it'll trigger a migraine with me, I'll make some type of a notation on the website or on the YouTube channel so that you guys know, hey, this one I do. If you guys do have a problem with migraines, I have a problem with migraines, and I can't do this one because of migraines. So I do that, and I will find a way of doing that to making it more appropriate. So yeah, that's a great idea. I didn't even think about doing that before. Yeah, if you guys are prone to certain types of issues like migraines, for example, I can show you a couple of tricks on how to go away from them. I love the bubblegum strains, especially when the bubblegum strains has terpenes in it. Love them. They taste amazing. They are so yummy. So one of the things that I do is I can't do all bubblegum because if I do, it'll give me a headache. So now I've got to find something that not only would pair with bubblegum, but not clash with it, but will also bring the migraine down and bring it back up. So there are ways of saving your favorites strains if they're causing a negative effect for you. Remember, if you are a new smoker and you have just started to visit the dispensaries in the area and see them, and you're doing some of these larger dabs, you're doing edibles, you're doing things like that, remember that paranoia and anxiety are two of the first major things that medical marijuana patients come up with. And the reason why is because cannabis was illegal for a very long time. It wasn't legal as a medicinal thing, so people got it in their heads that they were doing something illegal, even though they weren't. It's the whole mind over matter thing. So people started freaking out, oh my God, I'm doing something illegal, even though they were legally purchasing the cannabis at a local dispensary after they got their credentials from a doctor. So there are ways of doing this. Keep in mind, guys, CBD is your friend. If you are a diabetic, hit that CBD. Yes, it is going to bring that euphoria. I swear to God, if you come down on me, I'm going to scream. I don't like bugs. And you are a huge bug. Holy fuck, what is that? I will run in the house and scream. I swear to God, if it comes near me. Sorry guys, that thing's huge. It's kind of scary. So, yeah, now I gotta get myself off of, oh God, where'd it go? No! No! Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, I don't like bugs. I have bug issues. I don't see it, and it's scaring me. Sorry guys, I am a big bug chicken. I don't know where it went. Told you, I'll run. I am chicken. I'm all girl. I do not like bugs. So yeah, now that I'm like freaked out and afraid to sit down because I don't know if there's a bug around here. How does that go? YouTuber gets ran in the house from a bug? Like a dinosaur. I swear to God, the thing was like that big. It was huge. I don't know where it went. It's freaking me out. Sorry guys, I do not do bugs. Bugs are not cool. What's the matter, Tigger? Okay. Where'd it go? So, and Tigger, see, come here, Papa. Come here, babies. Say hi. Yeah, say I got a bath and a haircut this weekend. Are you so pretty? Yes, I'm so pretty. Huh. Yeah. I swear to God, I know where the bug is and I'm afraid it's gonna get me. I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs. So, yep, that's it. Super Silver Haze, Silent Baba Kush, good stuff. What do you guys think? Have you guys used any of the distillates? Do you guys like them? Do they do anything for you guys? Let me know. Hit the comments below. I am going to be back here in about 10 minutes with another strain review. Just because I haven't done a dab yet this morning and I need to. So, I will see you guys later. Mad love. As always. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit those bells if you want to see when I come on. I will be doing a review a day for the next several days. How much are they there, Michelle? This one at Arizona Organix here in Arizona, or Organics Refinery here in Arizona. These are $20 at that dispensary for their brand of them. So, which is this one, the Arizona Organics. It's also live resin, just so you guys know. I will see you guys soon. Mad love. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.